For more on this, we're going to talk to Chahil. He joins us. He's a technologist, an entrepreneur, and a founder and CEO of DesiCrush.com. That's a lot of titles, but welcome to Biz Asia America. I was talking to Mark, as you just heard earlier, about sort of this unique situation that Apple finds itself in, is that they're being criticized, I guess, or questioned about something that they used to do very well, which was innovate new ideas, and now we're expecting them to kind of come up with the next big thing. Do you think they're going to be successful in doing that this year?
Philip, thanks for having me. I think it will take some time. It'll be about a year before we'll really see something that's going to be innovative from Apple. Right now, they're just cleaning up what they've put out today.
I was listening to somebody talk about making apps, and for those who don't know how Maps works, is you create the app, you sell the app, and the app goes online, and Apple, I guess, assists you to help sell the apps, and you collect 90 cents or $1 per app. Is it getting harder and harder? I mean, there's a lot of people doing this. I'm guessing that's probably very difficult to get your app to the top of the list if you're trying to sell something.
It is. It's very tough. It's a very tough environment right now because there's a lot of saturation. There's a lot of ideas. You really have to be innovative, and you have to find a problem that exists and a good solution. But really, to get up to the top, you really have to create an app that offers people a free download, and whether or not you use in-app purchases to gain extra revenue.
You are a technologist. Technologist.
Yes.
Which means you're very good at technology. So if we were to sort of design a company and we were going to make an app, what's in right now? What type of apps would we be looking at?
The most used and most lucrative apps right now that are trending right now are location-based apps. You have the Ubers. Those kind of apps are going to generate a lot of revenue for you because people are looking.
For those that don't know, the Uber is the app where you stand on the side of a street corner, you can call and a car comes pick you up, right?
Exactly. People are looking for immediate results in an application that they use, and something where they can get this relatively quickly is where you're going to gain a lot of revenue for your product.
But you know, an application like Uber, for example, those are the successful ones. I mean, I would imagine there's hundreds of thousands of people looking to make apps. I mean, what's the greatest challenge for them?
The greatest challenge right now, I think, is there's a lot of room left for improvement on user experience. If you see an app today that you feel like you can design better, it could have better functionality, and you can make some money from it, improve the user experience, and make it easy to use. I think that's the bottom line, and you will get a lot of more users.
Earlier, Mark was showing off some of the new hardware. You saw the 4K Super HD TV, where it's 4 times higher resolution than the HD TV. You saw the new sort of OS system and all these little things, this iTunes radio. Is any of those things, I mean, a lot of it has been bantered about on the blogs already, but is any of them, you think, the next big thing?
I think for the iTunes radio, the iRadio, I think that does have a significant appeal to a lot of users because it matches up to their existing iTunes library. I think having that type of advantage over the Pandora, where they have 70 million users, you're going to notice a lot of people, gravitating towards your product.
Tell us a little bit about this radio. What is it? Because people obviously have their own songs that they can listen to. Why would they listen to the radio?
So Apple has managed to sign up the 3 big labels, including Sony recently. So what iTunes Radio does is it will take your existing iTunes library, and if you are looking at streaming radio, it will basically go ahead and match up. Like you've heard the Genius kind of match that they do with the existing iTunes library that you have. This takes it to another level. Even if you don't have the songs, it'll go ahead and match up on the genre that appeals to your iTunes library. So you're not thumbs downing a lot of the songs that you're hearing.
You're talking to somebody, by the way, I'm going to warn you, that can barely download a song without taking half an hour. The Apple operating system, this whole MacBook line, it was an area that Apple never intended to be a big moneymaker, but then it was a very big moneymaker, and it was highly, highly successful, in part thanks to Steve Jobs. They're changing the operating system. What's going to be different about it?
I don't think they're getting away from the core. The OS Mavericks, what it does is, I think it's leveraging a lot of things that Microsoft has been doing, which is automating a lot of the tasks for you. It's making it more friendly, more easy to use for the average user. It was really geared, and initially people that were using it were developers. But now they're appealing more to the customer, the user. But looking at the whole thing, it's definitely the integration of the MacBook OS into your mobile devices. So more and more that you do on your MacBook Pro, the easier it's going to be for them to integrate onto your mobile device. So you have a one-step experience.
Jay Chahil, technologist, thank you very much. If you ever want to feel like technology's passed you by, stand next to this guy.